Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show. I'm Skip.
I can't hear.
You can't hear?
I'm Sharon, a princess of chocolate and sparkles, and apparently deaf.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's better.
Well, hello. This is again the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show.
I can
I'm
hear
Skip.
you. I just couldn't hear me. That's weird.
And you are?
I said Sharon, princess of chocolate and sparkles.
Really?
Yeah.
Sparkles,
Sparkle.
Huh? Yeah. Allison's
and
on.
this-
Allison's the first one to say
All
hello.
right. Can
So
you believe it's Tuesday?
Yeah. How is everybody?
25th of March.
It's nice out.
It is. It's almost, I don't know. What is the temperature? I didn't look at the temperature.
Warmer. Put it that way.
Well, today is supposed to be a really good day. 65 degrees out there.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it'll last. I think they said it's for today.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. It's like a nice spring day.
Yeah.
Between 65 and 70. So
this time of year, that comes and goes. And
it does. But it's nice. I mean, I let the dog out. Felt really good.
Who let the dogs out?
I did.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
The sun just came out. Oh, so she just got sun. Well, so I wonder if ours is going away.
Yeah, I probably left here and went there.
I got a little tiny hair sticking right up
Yeah,
there.
look, I got that dang screen doing that
The
to me
heck?
today. I gotta
Doing
adjust
what?
that.
Doing what?
It's breaking up.
Oh, it's Mercury retrograde. As Debbie Ballard said today on a post on Facebook, we're right smack dab in the middle of Mercury retrograde.
Yep.
And I
hope
you're all doing well. It's kind of up and down here.
Allison says she was singing that the same time I was. Who let the dog out?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. See, it's a nice day. Everybody's probably outside. They're not even in listening. So
yeah, you never know.
You don't know. Anyhow, hello to everyone out there, which at this point is Allison, I guess. Oh, and two others up there. I don't know who they are, but
there's other ones in there that haven't signed in.
Probably. Hello to you all. Thanks for joining us. Hello to all our peeps at the showcase, and to Derek, wherever you are, and to Johnny Dollar and John in Tacoma, and Militant Unicorn's on. Okay, hi. Oh, and JM. Hello. So hope you're all having a beautiful day like we are here. And this is, like I said, Tuesday, March 25th.
Yeah.
Which comes up to a one day. So that's kind of cool. Brand new beginnings. And so having the day we're having today, it's a great day to go out and do something new. Maybe go out and plant a flower or walk, do a little walk, do something different, begin something new. So that'd be kind of fun. Brand new beginning days are cool. A lot of things come in. You don't finish them all, but that's okay.
I remember Militant Unicorn. She's in Peru. And FF, I can't remember. I thought it was.
Is she in Peru?
In the UK. Yeah, Militant Unicorn's in Peru. And FF, I thought was in the UK, but I'm not sure.
I was thinking it was the 19th too, so it's not, huh? It's April 20th.
Well, that's my dad's birthday.
Yeah, that's Hitler's birthday.
And Hitler's birthday and Georgie's birthday. And
that's right. Georgie's birthday's coming up. I hear through the grapevine that, Militant says, yes, it is Peru. Okay.
Yeah.
That Georgie's having some issues with her knee that she had done. So I hope she gets through that okay. Haven't talked to her for a while, so. Anywho.
So who are we saying hi to today? You did all that?
I already did, yeah. To all the peeps and all the first timers and all the ones that listen on archive and all the ones that are listening now. It's a good day. It's a good day.
Good. I want to tell you, I haven't told you yet.
Oh, dear.
I thought of a theme that we're going to do for the show today, what we're going to talk about. So, but it's going to be...
Is it political?
Oh, no.
Oh, thank God.
It's going to be fun.
I hate all the political stuff out there. My
title
is... It's over. It's done. Get on with it.
Yeah, what's that? John Fetterman said, the Republicans won, live with it. It's like, okay, just like we did 4 years ago, Democrats won, live with it.
Well, what do they think they're going to change?
Got me.
I don't know. I get so tired of it. I even have to turn the news off. I can't. It's just so much anger and hatred on both sides. And it's just, I don't want to hear it. So I turn it off.
Jeannie's with us.
I've even blocked a lot of stuff on my Facebook page. I just don't need to see it, read it, hear it.
Yep.
Get on. There's more to life than this, people.
Mm-hmm.
There really is. Anyhow,
Jeannie's with us. She says,
hola, como está, sunshine and flowers. See,
I
it
see
says, hello,
sunshine,
how are you?
sunshine and flowers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Muy bien. Mm,
What's mucho gusto mean? I remember mucho is much.
very much.
Mm.
Muy is much. Is very, very much. Muy gusto.
Oh, look at Dorothy's with us in Minnesota.
Oh, now they're coming.
She's taking us on a walk with her and her
Oh.
dog, Godiva.
Oh, well, I hope I enjoy it.
Dorothy's 51 today. 51. No.
Who's 51? Oh, Dorothy.
Godiva. It can't be the
No.
Godiva. The Godiva's a dog, right?
I have no idea. I don't know who.
Well, whoever's having 51 today is happy birthday.
Well, maybe it is her birthday.
Oh, maybe it's the temperature. Oh, it's the temperature.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, degrees. She said.
Yeah.
FF says, I'm in US, LOL. I would love to visit the UK.
Ah.
I would too. I'd love to go there. Like I say, my passion is Scotland, Ireland. I'd love to see them.
I want to go to Ireland so bad.
May have to do it in my dreams.
Maybe we'll make that a goal for next year.
Oh, I don't know. Well, we can make it a goal, but whether we make it or not, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's really beautiful here today. I'm enjoying the weather outside. I hope you all are having good weather wherever you are. Enjoying the fact that you woke up this morning and that life is good, no matter what the conditions of the world are. That in your little world, it's good, because that's all you have control of anyway.
Yeah, and you
don't even really have control of that.
I think I figured out a way to get our old theme song back.
Oh, really?
Legally.
Legally?
Yeah, so we don't get dinged every time we play it.
I'd love to have that back.
I think I figured out a way to do it, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh,
it's going to take a little bit of technology for me, but which I can do.
Dangling it in front of me, huh?
Yeah, I can. No, I can do the technology. But
yeah, you can.
Our theme song was always, for decades, it was "What a Wonderful World," and
decades. We've been doing this for decades.
Almost.
Gosh, I guess we have.
Yeah, we have.
Time flies.
Multiple decades. Anyhow, my title for today's show is "It's Hiding in Plain Sight," and we're going to talk about it. And there's a couple different things within that we have to talk about. So we're going to bring that up in a minute. But what's hiding in plain sight right in front of us? And we mostly do not even have a clue.
I worry about you and your topics.
I know. But that's how you do it.
Well, we'll see. I'll learn right along with you guys. I will either agree or disagree. Anyhow, like I said, brand new day, brand new beginnings today. Go out and do something different.
Is that today's a one?
Yep, today's a one.
New day,
which is kind of cool because we do start our other showcase tonight, and that's brand new beginnings.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're stepping outside our comfort zone one more time and doing it on a second night.
Yeah.
And seeing and hoping it goes and
in another town, another city.
Yeah. It's closer to Seattle.
A little bit.
Some people that just don't want to drive, which I understand. Don't want to take that one extra exit to Tacoma, Fife area. This is one that's closer. It's happening an hour later, so you can get off work and have dinner and, come there and have dinner and have fun.
Yep, and their food is awesome.
Well, their food's good. I mean, it's a bowling alley. Tacoma Bowling Lanes is where we're going.
But it's very good.
They have really good food. Yeah, they do.
They don't have cooks. They have chefs.
Yeah.
At West Seattle Bowl and Tacoma.
Yeah.
Owned by the
price
same
is
people.
Cheaper.
Price is definitely cheaper than the Poodle Dog and cheaper than most places around.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about most places. We haven't eaten in all the places, but there are a few places that we have gone to that I don't think it was worth the price.
No.
But that's just me, and that's all that matters.
The bowling alley at Tacoma and West Seattle Bowl, they have a smash burger that's their own smash burger, and it's a half a pound of beef, and it's really good. No, it's really good.
I know you've had it. I like the chicken wings with the dressing on the side. I have naked with barbecue sauce on the side with celery and carrots.
Oh, and I had what's that
But it was good.
quesadilla, the chicken
Yeah, you
quesadilla,
had the quesadilla. That was a
and
good
it was
sized
loaded
quesadilla.
with chicken. I mean, it was
Yeah, and they
unbelievable.
got chili and chicken noodle soup, and
Yeah,
um,
they have what, 4 soups?
I don't think they have 4.
They have
No, I think in the fall they're going to have 4.
oh, they
I don't
have
think they have it
a
yet.
regular soup and a one that changes every week.
No.
Right now, yes.
Well,
And then in the fall, there's going to be 3 and 1 that changes.
I understand that concept in the fall, but right now it's chicken noodle and chili because I saw it last week, and they've had that for a while.
They have?
Yeah, I don't think they changed it in
What
the fall.
happened to the one that we had?
Chicken noodle soup's there.
Oh, that's what we had?
Yeah.
I thought it was a different one. Okay.
No, and then they got desserts. They got brownies and
Yeah.
chocolate chip cookies that are the size of a luncheon plate.
Yeah.
With ice cream on top and
So Jeannie, you got to come.
and
You got to come tonight, and anybody that's local, you guys need to join us at the Tacoma Lanes in Federal Way, right at 348th Street exit.
Yeah, but after you turn right to go north on Pacific Avenue South, it's like 3 or 4 doors down on the right.
Yes, but just Google SECOMA Lanes, Tacoma, Seattle, Tacoma, Tacoma
nice
Lanes.
big parking lot, and
yeah,
you come in the front, go walk towards the desk, take a left right before you get to the desk, walk all the way down to where you see a sign next to a open door that's going to say showcase,
which I got to make.
Yeah, you have to make that. Yeah.
Remind me about
and that's
that.
where
That's
we'll
important. That's where it'll be. It'll say showcase on the door.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I love it's a room that's off the side of the lounge, but we could, it's closed off.
Yeah.
But what I like about it, it's like this place has been there since what, 19
I think it's 60
40s,
years
50s,
old.
50s maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they got 4 half round booths that will probably hold 4 to 5 people. Depending on size. But it reminds me of going back to the day when you used to look into a bar or a lounge and you see the mobsters sitting there. It's kind of cool.
They're kind of plush.
Yeah, they are. They're very plush.
That whole lounge
it's like going back in time.
Yeah.
It's like going back in time, and it's been well preserved. And I think it's just a cool thing. So if you get there at 6 o'clock, you'll be sure to get one of those booths if you want it.
Yeah.
Just, a little step up to get into it, but that's okay. And then we'll have a couple of tables on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll need more than that. I'm assuming, I have no idea for sure who's going to show, but I know Skip and Sharon and Susie, I think, and Doug. I think they'll be there.
Yeah.
If not, they'll be at least, I can't say for sure because they haven't told me for sure.
I think Terry's going to come, and Angela and Lou and Jeannie and
the lady that said she doesn't live far away. I can't remember her name.
I can't either.
Oh shoot, I can see her, but I can't remember her name.
Cindy's friend, we know that. Yeah, and then there's
it'll be fun to see.
It'll
be something different in a way. The difference is where it's at. I mean, we're still going to have the program. We're still going to do the psychometry. We're still going to have the door prize, the money box. I think it'll be a continuation of the money box. I think both of them will contribute $5 a week if they don't get the right key. It'll make it go faster, but that's okay. So right now, I believe we have $55 in our money box. I think 50 or 55. There's no use having 2 money boxes.
That might be a good idea.
I think so.
Yeah. So how much is in there now?
I just said I think there's $50 or $55. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
And it grows. Hey, Linda.
You guys look great. Best of luck tonight. Aw, you should come out and say hi, but I know you, but you've had a busy day today. She took Chris down for some kind of thing in Seattle. So you're probably tired after driving.
Jeannie says,
well,
the food's good.
I may. Well, I won't say what I may do. I'll wait and do it.
Okay.
So anyway,
what's
so we have
stone?
A one day. A one day to me is kind of like walking into a craft store or a craft room. You have so many options out there, and you may have a lot of ideas that you've just got laying around that you thought you'd do and you never had time for, kind of like doing your crafts. That you pick something. You may not do them all, but you just pick something and try it. That's what one days are all about.
Yeah.
You may not finish everything you start. That's okay. So I'm sure if you have a craft room, you never do finish everything you start. Anyway. So all day today is a one day, brand new beginning. So do something that you wanted to do or thought about or come into your vision or whatever. Give it a shot. Look at it, think about it. If it sounds exciting or interesting and it's legal, you're not going to get hurt, give it a shot. Anyway, the stone for today is labradorite.
Oh, I got a picture.
You do. I couldn't
There it
find
is.
my heart. The kids have been playing with my rocks, stones and crystals, and I couldn't find my heart. It's here somewhere. Anyway, so the labradorite is a stone of transformation, and it helps us know what we want, but feels like it's just something's holding us back. So it helps us get past that. It helps us self-discover, and also gives us guidance to see what is standing in our way, whether it be emotional, mental, or physical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a cool stone. So the affirmation for that: anyone who stops learning is old, whether it's 20 or 30 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life to keep your mind young is to learn. Never stop learning. And the reason I picked that is because you and I are taking another night and offering that ability to people that want to come to the showcase at Tacoma Lanes. We are never going to stop giving information where people can learn. Whether they take it, they like it, they agree with it, they throw it away. That's not our mission. Our mission is to put the information out there.
Mm-hmm.
And if it works, great. If it don't, that's okay too. But at least you've thought about it, you've used your brain, you've analyzed it, and you've decided whether it's for you or not.
Like we've always said, if we do one thing that helps you or makes you understand things better, then we've done our job.
Yes. And it will always come in the white light. We don't have to deal with or talk about or even explain or defend or or what's the word I want?
Both cleared our throats at the same time.
Because we don't do the dark stuff. We stay in Christ's white light, and that's where all of our people come from that come to us. They know that, they can sense it, and that's just where we work from. So if you want to learn information that is coming from the right place, then you got a shot. It's up to you. Brand new beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
1 day.
1 day.
Time for the card pull, my friend.
Time for the card pull.
Card pull.
The pull of the card of the day. All right. The card we had on Saturday was this, and it meant that things are going to get a little bit more involved at home. And you have 3 homes: the head, the heart, and the physical home. So whatever the case is for that homes that happened to be for you, things needed to be worked on. The literal translation of this is mountains to climb.
Mm.
It just means there's things you have to do, take care of, and be involved in. And they may not all be fun. There might be more work than play, I think is what it is. But anyhow,
it is. It was.
And that's what it was for
so
me.
Let's get something a little more lighter, I hope. Spirit, help me out.
Here, hold my cup there. Let me get I forgot to mix them up and shuffle them. So,
well, it's okay. We got time.
There, let's do that. And then I dropped one.
Did you?
Can you reach it? There you go.
Get your arm out of the way so I don't hit your arm.
All right. So I'm just going to put it in.
Can we see what that was?
Ooh.
What was it?
It's the time card. Long-term effects on things. So,
because usually when a card drops like that, it's significant. So we should always look at it and see what it means.
So what we're looking at is significant here is time. So,
and it's a long time frame, you said?
Yeah, just extended or long time frame.
All right.
So this card is going to have effects on us all the way through, probably, let's see, for the next 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though we're going to pick another one on Saturday and
this is going to be an ongoing theme for 4 weeks plus whatever else we pick.
I was going to say, so whatever we picked will be involved in that time frame.
Correct.
Wow. Okay, so where do I want to go? It's really in here.
It's really in here.
That one.
There's 2 of them.
Oh.
Which one?
Thought it felt thick. This one.
Ah, oh gosh.
What?
It's the same card, the time card. However, this one's upside down, which means things are going to be happening faster or quicker or have uh, less effect or take less effort. So, what?
I was going to say, so that means whatever that is included that we're going to be doing, it's going to affect us for a long time.
For the next 4 weeks, things will happen sooner,
Wow.
get done quicker. They won't last as long as you would normally think, but it will have an effect on things for the next 4 weeks like that. Things will happen quicker and sooner, but will last for 4 weeks.
Interesting.
So they'll come and go.
So, like the thing we're doing tonight,
Yeah.
how is that referenced in that analogy you just gave?
Well, it has long Bambi, relax.
Bambi heard something.
It has long-term effects, okay, and it will go quicker and easier than you expect.
Oh, so it's going to go?
Well, it's going to go, yeah, however long we want it to.
I was going to say until we decide.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. I don't know that our little dog heard something, so naturally, thinking she's Rin 1010, she had to go check it out. So, and to you young people out there don't know who Rin 1010 is,
Yeah.
Google that.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting people that weren't around when I was young.
So let's talk about. Oh wait, did you do your?
Yes, I
all
did
of your stuff.
Everything but the jokes.
Okay.
I've done everything.
So let's talk real quick about things that are hiding in plain sight.
Explain.
In the metaphysical, the paranormal, okay? In the metaphysical, metaphysical doesn't mean psychic world or astrology or tarot. It means metaphysical. And meta means more than the physical, which is the spiritual realm, the psychic realm, the tarot realm, the energy work realm, the what do you call those? The herbalist and things like that.
Nature paths.
More than the nature paths and the things that are not in the normal physical world. Meta means more or more than the physical.
Would the dark side be included in that?
If you wanted to use that.
Yeah, if you wanted to use that,
Yeah.
which we don't. I just wondered if that was part. Okay.
Yeah.
Because for every negative, there's a positive.
But in the spiritual realm, there's a dark side and a light side.
Yep.
I mean, we know that from historical teachings.
Yep.
So anyhow, yeah, it's in there. But
and God gave you free will and free choice of which way you want to go.
Right. So.
And I don't want to go there.
Nope. So the point here is that there's more than just the physical. There's things that are in plain sight in the physical that you just don't know that are related to the metaphysical, the spiritual side of the psychic and the things that are unseen is a better way to explain it. Like here's an example.
I was going to say, give me an example.
Okay.
Because right now I get it, but I don't know where you're going with it.
Probably 30 times a week we hear this. Oh, I had a dream. It seemed so real. My grandma was there. We had lunch at the riverbank. The flowers were beautiful, and she touched me. I felt it, and then she said she had to go. And I woke up, and she was gone. And it just seemed so real. And now I feel like I'm empty because it's gone. Or people say, I kept hearing these little bells going off, rings, ding, 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 ding. It's like somebody shaking a little tiny dinner bell. What is that? What's going on? I feel people sitting on my bed, things like that. All those different things, or you see some shadow out the corner of your eye, or you're sitting there, you're being watched. These are all signs that are metaphysical, more than the physical. It's people who are passed over, who are trying to keep or connect with us and letting us know that they're there. And I smell grandma's perfume. She died when I was 5. Well, okay. So grandma's there.
It's not necessarily family members, though. It
No.
could be somebody associated with that.
It can be a boss or an
a
friend.
land or the house or
It could have
apartment
come
or
with the land or the house. Like when we had our house built on Puyallup, what,
Southfield.
50 years ago? No, 40 years ago,
1980,
1980.
1981, actually.
That house was built on an ancient Puyallup Indian tribe burial ground.
Which we didn't know.
We didn't know until after we were in it. So anyhow, and all kinds of stuff happened in that house, crazy things, but and some good things. But
Mhm.
it was like we didn't know, we didn't understand it. If things are so much around us, they're hidden in plain sight, and we just don't recognize it. Which is why you and I do what we do to bring awareness, so people can look and see, experience, feel, find out, and maybe hit the ground running better when you reach the other side.
Mm,
So
I like that
it's to
one.
educate people
It's
because
true. It's true because, I mean, there are signs out there all day long that we just don't notice
yeah,
because we
all the
don't
time.
recognize that they can come in coins, they can come in birds, they can come in what people would say. I mean,
Right.
how many times have you said, somebody else told me that the other day? It's
Mhm.
something is said over and over, and then sometime the light bulb will go on and you get it.
Mhm.
That's a message, it's a sign. If you keep having crows come around or a blue jay
And people say,
or
"Oh, that's your new
hummingbirds,
totem animal.
yeah,
That's your new totem." Well, sure it is,
yeah.
because they're trying to give you a message. Your guides and angels are trying to give you a message.
Well, and then when that happens, you can't just say, "Well, what's that mean?" You got to look it up.
Right.
There are books out there. You could Google it, and most 99.9% of the time, it makes sense.
Mhm.
That can happen in dreams. You
Right.
can keep seeing. I like whenever we tell people, look out for someone's going to come through showing you doves. Say,
Mhm.
just picking it out of the blue. All of a sudden, people in their mind think, okay, this real dove's going to fly down in front of me.
Right.
It's not necessarily a real bird. It could be a stuffed bird. It could be a dove on a greeting card.
Yeah.
It could be somebody comes to you and their name is Dove. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
be open to all possibilities to be able to receive the message. So that's kind of what we do. We're trying to open up their way of thinking to realize this stuff's out here, whether you see it or not. Why not tune into it and let it help you along your path?
Sure.
That's all signs are. They're not there to correct it for you. They're not there to make it work. They're little nudgings of saying, "Hey, you're on the right path," or "Yeah, that's a good idea,"
I read
or "What you're
something.
thinking is okay." You got to pay attention to it.
I read something this week about this guy who kept dreaming about bears, and he was kind of not a mountain man, but he lived way out, like the what do you call homesteader,
Oh, okay.
and he kept seeing bears all over. Bears, bears, bears. Um, and then he would dream about bears. And finally,
What kind of bear? Was it all different kinds, or
there's brown bears, black
bear,
bears,
grizzly bears?
yeah,
Okay.
grizzlies. And then all of a sudden, and he had satellite TV.
Ah,
And all of a sudden, this movie came on, and it came on his TV. He was in the middle of a show, and this TV came on, and it was
so it flipped channels.
yeah, or programs, and it the movie was Dances with Wolves, and it was the chief of the Lakota tribe who was named Ten Bears.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
And that was, he figured out, it's like he said, it hit me like a light bulb, or like a wave, and my light bulb turned on. And he says 10 bears. So I had to figure out what 10 bears was. When he counted up all the dreams and the sightings, it was 10, and it was 10 bears. And so 10 bears, he looked up 10 bears and found a 10 bears somewhere in the Lakota Nation. And anyhow, it meant something to him.
Yeah.
Hiding in plain sight. He just didn't know. But this guy was fortunate enough that the channel jumped, it came on, and
well, it wasn't.
there it is.
No, he wasn't fortunate enough. That was another way they brought the message.
Well,
to
yeah.
him. It's like, okay, I've showed you this. I've showed you these things 10 times. Now I'm going to show you, and so you would think about it. That's amazing.
Yeah. So the things are just around us so much. There is not one of you out there, not one of you listening, not a single person. I don't care if you're the most out of touch person in the world. There is not one person who can tell me truthfully that I've never had an experience of some type where I knew I was watching. I knew someone who passed away just was around. It felt so familiar. I've seen things that can be interpreted as signs. You can't tell me that you haven't actually felt somebody somewhere
Yeah, you can.
physically. Hmm?
There are people that will, scientific minded people will not say that's a sign.
Oh,
They will have a scientific reason for it.
but what's his name? Tesla and Albert Einstein
Hmm.
both believed in the metaphysical
Yeah,
because they said it's more than the physical.
this
It's
is true.
energy, and they were all about energy.
Yeah,
Their
they were.
work,
Yeah, you're right.
you know,
Yeah.
and
But I
but
mean,
even they admitted.
we have ran across people that we've said something and they just kind of silently laughed. It's like,
And
I can
then, and
explain
I
that.
will
And, you know, they have
guarantee
a right
you,
to think that. I'm not going to try to
I
change their
can
mind.
guarantee you, when they got done, got home later on, they admitted to themselves, yeah, that might have been this, or that happened, and that might have been what they were talking about.
Well, I don't know.
There
I
is
didn't
not a
follow them
person
home.
alive who can convince me that you've never had some kind of an experience like this, more than the physical.
If they will admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even people who are tremendously religious, the Pope even admits that there is an afterlife. Duh. And the Pope even admits that we are energy.
Yeah.
He has said that when we
Also, I
die,
believe there's
our
something.
soul is energy. He has said that.
I think the Pope has also mentioned aliens, if
Yes.
I remember right,
Yes.
somewhere down the road. I mean, I'm glad he's doing better. I guess he got to come home. He's still got to be rested and take it easy, but he made it through. So that's a
Double
good thing.
pneumonia, and he only has one lung.
I think he only has one lung. I think I heard that somewhere. I didn't read it, but good for him. You know.
But stuff hides in plain sight, so we need to be aware. We're trying to do with the stuff that we do. We're trying even from the things when we do readings for people or answer questions here on the show, we're trying to bring awareness that this stuff exists. You guys can do this for yourselves. You know, in the Bible it says, Jesus said, all these works you see me do, you shall do.
No, how's that go?
All these works you see me do, you shall do, but even greater.
Yeah, something about
But
your
even
sisters.
greater. Your
children will,
daughters,
yeah,
your
something like that.
sons and daughters will
That's what it is.
prophecy. Your
Yeah.
other, the elders will blah blah blah. There's all kinds of things. It's in Corinthians
But
1.
there's also a lot of help out there. It's just not opening up and seeing it. You know, there's numerology, there's astrology.
Yeah.
There's my mind just went blank.
Metaphysical, more than the physical. All of those.
Metaphysical,
Energy
astrology,
work. Energy work. Reiki is a good form of it.
You know, it's healers.
Yeah.
It doesn't use Reiki and healing energy. Yeah, it's been there forever. And if you just look into it, you can see how it can actually, numbers help me a lot. I mean, I gave last week, I gave a talk on finding pennies and things, and I forgot, I didn't think about it. I didn't forget. I just didn't think about it. But when I find coins, no matter whether they're nickel, dimes, or whatever, I look at the date and then I add it up, and numerologically, whatever that number is, that's a message to me. So, clock numbers. I mean, how many times have you looked and seen 111 or 1111? They all mean something.
I've been doing 11. I mean, I never get these like this, not 11s. I get other numbers, but I've been seeing 1111. I did it last night before I went to bed. I did it today.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, and for the past week, it's been 1111, 1111.
So that's a message.
Yeah. So
you want me to tell you what that is?
Sure.
Because I don't have my
I mean, I have seen it
in front of me. I've got to look it up.
At least 2 or 3 times a day. For I'm going to say this is what, Tuesday. So yeah, since last Tuesday was when I noticed it.
Okay.
Normally I see 444, but this is 1111. So whatever it means. But these things, you guys, they're hiding in plain sight. There's so much around us.
Now,
if we just look, learn, yeah, we go. Some people go to psychics or mediums to get a reading, to find out information. Okay, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's things that you should learn along the way when you hang around people like that, or you go to people like that to get something. There's things that should become more apparent to you if you're starting to pay attention. Some people don't want to learn, and that's fine. You don't have to. Everybody's got free will and free choice. That's what God gave us. And Adam bit the apple because of that. But again, sometimes exercising your free will and free choice can be a mistake by not doing it. So exercising it, I don't think knowledge is ever going to be a mistake. So I think people should exercise their free will
Knowledge
and
is
free
not a
choice.
mistake. It's whether you use your own mind to decipher
Right.
whether it's real or not real.
Right.
Don't believe everything that people say. Think
Yes.
about it. Use your own judgment.
Discernment. Look at it for what it is.
You see, that's where, I don't know, down the road, somehow we forgot to think for ourselves and we rely on what other people are telling us in all avenues of life. And you've got to start thinking for yourself. And if it don't feel right, it probably isn't. If it doesn't sound right, look it up, research it, find out what's really out there. So
JM says, it's interesting. So often when I look at any clock, it's 8:13, which is my birthday.
Mhm.
And see, there's no coincidences. That is a message. There's something there for you to think about.
I'm trying to find the one. When you go on Google, there's so many different ones. You've got to read and see which one sounds good and which one feels like it's right to you.
Right.
Because they will break it down into what's it mean for love, soul. That, you don't want that. You just want to know
what's the general meaning.
The general meaning. And I'm going to go with this one because I don't have my book in front of me. I wish I did, but I don't. But it's a sign from the universe or your higher self.
Yeah.
A reminder to pay attention to your thoughts and intentions, and a nudge towards spiritual awakening and alignment with your purpose.
Maybe that's why I've been seeing it, so I can bring this topic up.
You never know.
That's cool. That might be it. So maybe my 11-11s are over.
11-11 is a cosmic thumbs up indicating you're on the right path and that your thoughts and intentions are manifesting rapidly. Whenever you see 11-11, I always tell people, watch what you're thinking because you can manifest really quick. And so you got to be careful what you're going to manifest. And usually after you have found the reason behind seeing what you're seeing, you won't see it anymore. So that will be interesting to see if you quit seeing 11-11.
I'll report back on Saturday.
There you go.
But, there's something else I want to say. And if you take this all and you sum it up, you can compare it to what Jesus did, what he tried to do. Jesus wasn't trying to start a new religion. He wasn't trying to take over Judaism. He was trying to school and teach and point out that the rabbis had gone off the rails and were not conducting their religion or their practices the way they were supposed to. It resulted in Christianity named after Christ. Okay. But that's a whole nother subject there. With Yeshua being how the name was pronounced, you could call it Yeshuaism. But anyhow, Linda says, I really enjoy this topic. Thanks, Linda. But my point is that Jesus never taught anything except spirituality. He was trying to bring the rabbis and the Judaism back to its proper practice and path. Too many times man has taken religions and gotten them off the rails. Okay. And that's what Jesus was trying to do. So
according to you.
No, it's according to
it makes a lot of sense. It does. But even in the Bible, even though it's been written, I don't know how many times, I've lost count how many times they say it's been written and rewritten and books taken out and stuff. But the Bible has reference to numbers. The number 3, the number 40, the number 7.
The Da Vinci Code, the number 8, the number 6.
I was just looking up 813 for JM, and it carries the energies of hope, faith, and abundance. So think about what you're trying to do or accomplish or what's going on in your life, and that'll probably be a reference point for you. I have a book called The Idiot's Guide to Numerology. I love that book. I started out with Glennis McCants, but I didn't connect well with that. But I do connect with Numerology for Idiots. It's a thick book. I tell you, it'll tell you everything about everything out there. So if you want to get into what numbers mean or how they affect your life or what they represent, go for it. It's a good book.
That reminds me. You remember
It's a
that?
reference manual. I don't think I could read it page to page, but I go through it as a reference manual.
Do you remember that routine that Red Skelton did? And he's playing dumb, and like he remember that one character he does that he was like dumb.
Clem Cadiddlehopper.
Clem Cadiddlehopper.
Yeah, but it's funny you'd say that because for the past 2 days on Facebook, I've been reading Red Skelton's come up in my feed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Red Skelton.
Remember the guy?
But it's funny you'd bring
guy
him
looks
up.
at him and says, "You're pretty close to an idiot." And he goes, "Oh, I better move away."
Yeah. Red Skelton was a cool dude.
Yeah.
He really, I mean, I've always liked him. I always have. He was a good guy.
He refused to do dirty comedy.
In fact,
he quit TV. He quit
I read where he actually had to go to court. The studios and that, when he quit his programming and that, they wanted to burn his stuff, and he went to court over it. And the judge said something about how come you're not wanting them to do it? I can't remember how it was stated, but he made the reference. Would you burn what your whole life's about? I can't remember the exact wording. I have to look it up. But I thought that was his testimonial to his sole purpose in life.
Mm-hmm.
He really thought comedy was sacred.
Clean comedy too.
Clean, yes, clean. Well, back in the day, we had clean comedy. It wasn't until Cassius Clay came in and they start doing the blue comedy in the lounges and stuff, and then it got to where, okay, let's try it on TV, and that got accepted, and took a while, but yeah.
But I still say that one of my favorite comedians was the hippy dippy weatherman.
I know,
John Carlin.
But he was clean till he got went
dirty
that way later. He
yeah.
started clean.
Yeah.
But then when the blue phase came in, he went along with it, which is really sad.
Yeah.
Because there was Sinbad never went to blue.
Yeah.
He didn't. He stayed clean, just like.
You know who they say the dirtiest comedian was? The dirtiest routine talking?
No.
Who's the guy that did?
Oh, the one that screamed?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, he had long hair and he screamed everything.
Oh, no. John Kennison? No, it's the guy that did, he did the America's Favorite Home Videos and the show with Joey and the two girls and the two twins, the Olsen twins. What's his name? But they say that he was the dirtiest mouth comedian.
The one that wore glasses, the tall guy that just passed away a couple of years ago.
He was the dirtiest comedian they said that there ever was.
Well, he was part of that blue phase. Mm-hmm. He was. What the heck was his name?
I don't remember.
They say he died when he fell over and hit his head on a nightstand in a hotel room.
Yeah. Jeannie says, "Good night and God bless." That's Red Skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to sign off of that at the end of every show, in person and
good night
on the radio.
And God bless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he used to
and on
that.
TV.
Yeah, well, that was the end of his show every week.
Mm-hmm.
I always remember him for that, all his characters, and also when he gave the Pledge of the Allegiance.
Yeah,
that's a keeper right there.
Mm-hmm.
He was he was a cool guy. Cool guy. In fact, and he had a lot of sorrow in his life.
Yeah.
His son, I think, was 9 when he died of leukemia.
Yep.
And I guess he adopted a daughter. I don't think they had any more kids, but he adopted a daughter. And every morning he'd get up and write a love letter to his wife.
And he'd
every morning.
He wrote a song too.
Yeah, he probably did.
And he'd play it on the piano for her. And then he always had flowers every morning.
Yeah.
Luckily, the guy had the money to do that, and he didn't have to go to work.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he had his work.
Well, I know, but he didn't have to get up and do the 9 to 5 every day, so he could do that.
Well, he probably did in the beginning when he started out, but as he got older, he became to where he didn't have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Linda
guy.
has a question for Numerology for Idiots. Do you have the first edition or the second one?
I'm sure it's the first one because I have had it for a while. I can look that up when I get off air, and I will. If I can remember, I'll text you the answer to that, Linda. But I think it's Bob Saget. That's it. I think it's the first edition.
Yeah.
Probably because I didn't even know they had a second one.
Yeah.
So that would answer that question, wouldn't it?
In fact, I just remembered something. Bob Saget was so dirty that it became a.
But he had the biggest heart, I guess.
I know, but it became a thing with the younger generation that instead of saying something like saying God
Yeah.
damn it or things like that, they would say, because I remember Joey, our son, when he was bowling, and
Do you
that
know how
became
many
a big
years?
thing. They'd say, Bob, say it.
Oh, I don't remember that. No.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the
that's
big
funny.
thing with his generation. Bob,
Okay.
say it. It became his own thing. That anyhow. Linda says, okay. So to
Yeah.
that. So let's go to questions. You ready? Take a
Um,
deep breath.
Well, that was an interesting topic. I think it came out quite nice, Skip.
Mhm.
I'll give you that one.
That's what I do.
Mm.
It's the way I roll.
Right.
Mhm. All right. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess, to kind of summarize, I like summarizations and conclusions to topics.
Okay. You
I do.
summarize
So,
and conclude.
so exactly, if I hear you correctly, what you're trying to say is just don't be afraid to open up experience, experience if you want to, but at least read about it. Open your mind and give it a shot because you
and
might learn
realize
something,
that it's
right?
around
Learning is
you.
all that's the key. Learning. Never stop learning.
The biggest thing though about all
Whether
that
you learn you
is
don't like it or you learn you
have
like it.
you have to give in to the point of, okay, like I did when I opened up to the metaphysical. I fought it.
Oh, you fought it.
And when I opened up, I said, fine. And I told you these
Mhm.
exact words almost. I said, fine, this is what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to tell you what I see.
Yep.
And I told you, and we turned around and took one step through the gate, and boom, there it was.
I
Right?
know.
One step.
Well, and that's hard for you to give up control.
I know.
It is. I mean, that's just the way you are.
But once you do, your life changes.
Yes, it does.
And it's for the better. Yeah, you're going to have trying times. You don't become like Donald Trump money. Nothing touches
It
you.
doesn't mean bad things aren't going to happen to you.
Right. But it
helps you get through them.
It's easier because you have a little bit of a crutch to lean on if you pay attention to those things.
And it's not that it takes the place of for the people that go to church every Sunday. There's nothing wrong with going to church. I love church. I love the feeling when I walk into church. I do. I don't know what it is about a church, but that feeling you get when you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
And like anything else, there's good ones and bad ones.
Yeah.
Use your gut, think for yourself and say, is this what I really believe or not? And if not, find one where you do believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just another avenue. It's another notch on the belt to take with you to get more understanding of what life is about and what you're here to do. And, but I mean, that's what you're trying to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so I brought a conclusion to it. So now we can move forward with the question.
Okay. So with Crystal, let's start with Crystal. Crystal says, are any of my health problems going to impact my ability to do the job I was selected to do? Crystal, what I'm going to tell you, and this is going to sound a little weird, so don't take this, don't get offended at what I'm going to say. Take the whole thing and then put it all together when I'm done. What you're going to need to do is, number one, learn to pace yourself. Learn to recognize that you can do it. You're just going to do it slowly or differently, okay? And do it to the best of your ability, and you'll be fine. The third thing is that once you get back in shape, so to speak, for the working things, for working, you're going to find that it's not as bad. You're going to find shortcuts or ways to shortcut or ease things. Like you'll find out that, hey, I could use a stool here and then do this. Or anyhow, yeah, you're going to find ways. It will affect it, but not in a way that you will be looking at it saying, I can't do this. I can't do it. You can find different ways. And I'm going to tell you this, where you're going to work at, I can't remember where, but they are going to accommodate you if you tell them that I have a little bit of this going on or have this. And so can I do this with it? Can I get a stool? Can I bring in a stool and sit on it or whatever? What do you say?
Well, I agree with what you're saying. I think the two things that I heard was in answer to your question. I think, yes, it will impact it, but it's going to impact it by you trying to do too much, trying to prove you can do it. And you're going to get really tired and that could like hit you in the butt. So she's got to pace herself, realize
Yeah.
I can do this job. I am doing this job and I'm doing it to the best of my ability.
Mhm.
You don't have to prove anything to anybody. So don't overwork it. Don't push yourself so hard that it makes you tired and sick.
And if you feel like you're getting to that point, don't just say, I'm going to quit. Do this first. It'll give yourself the ability to do this. Walk in and say, this is kind of tough on me. I was wondering if I could get a stool. Can I bring in a stool to sit on, or can I use this, or can someone help me do this part? Or
that heavy box.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I think that yes, there will be things that will impact it, but at the same time, I think there's workarounds, and you should explore those.
And a worst case scenario, if she can't do it, it makes her too tired. She tried. Nothing wrong with not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be afraid to try it. I think you need to answer that question for yourself that you can, and take it from there, one day at a time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jeannie says her sister-in-law died of a head trauma. She hit her head on the bathroom and died, brought back. Then on the way to the hospital, she died again. So she says, I'll ask if she's around and talking to the other side. Okay, that's a good sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay.
61.
Yeah.
That's young.
Oh, 61, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I guess her son's not handling it too good.
Who, the sister-in-law?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of sad. I think that would be hard. 1 minute you have, next minute you're gone. There's no goodbye. There's no understanding it's going to happen. It's just boom. It's
How
there.
do you know the son's not handling it too good?
Oh, Jeannie and I talk.
Oh.
Jeannie and I've talked.
Okay.
No.
JM says, thank you, Sharon, for the 813 interpretation. When I see it, I instantly feel safer and more appreciated, like someone's watching over me in plain sight. They're actually doing that. That's a feeling. You said maybe it's me. Yes, it is you. You're recognizing that
it's the higher
someone's
self.
Giving you that message. Yeah. Your angels, your guides, your mom, your grandma. I mean, who knows? But yes, that's good. That's the way to look at it, is that I feel like I'm being watched over.
It's not there to make you anxious or nervous or think bad things are going to happen. It's not. It's a good sign.
Just realize it's a sign. You don't have to be able to decipher it. It's a sign. There's definitely a sign. Sometimes you don't know.
I wouldn't say it's a sign till I've seen it more than once. If I see it more than once, and pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's seen it more than once. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, that's definitely a sign.
You gonna do numerology for us?
On what?
Because Linda's gonna change her name. She's thinking about it.
I'm changing my. Why?
Because she wants to.
Well, I'll have to make the little thing first. So give me a minute.
All right. While you're doing that, I want to remind everybody, if you're local to us, we are going to be at the Sakoma Lanes in the side room next to the lounge. It's a private room, and we're going to be there tonight and every Tuesday night from now on. And we're going to be doing our psychic showcase there. The food is phenomenal. It's not bowling alley food. Trust me. They have a chef.
It's not high-end restaurant food either.
It's not high-end restaurant food, but they have a chef, and they put out really good food, and the price is way reasonable.
What is it, Julia?
Julia. Mm-hmm. So I have to go down here and read this. Crystal says, "Okay, thanks." So that's good. And then there's two people I can't get into that right now: Scorpio or Allison and B Deo. Hold off on that. I'll answer those. We'll get into that. We got to figure out what Linda's.
How does she spell her last name?
Claar.
Oh. Are we keeping the middle name, Linda?
She's doing the numerology, the numbers on your life, on your name, and how it affects your life. Like, it's really interesting. Someday we'll do a numerology show. But it's interesting. Your name that you came in with, like my real name is German, and I don't use it. I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but it's so off the wall that I don't use it, because you have to explain to everybody, what's that mean? Where'd that come from? So I just go by Skip. It's a nickname, and that changed the energy of myself or how I interact in life. So I came in to do, like, if it all adds up numerologically to a 6, that's in, I can't use that, a 3. That adds up to one thing. But if I come and change it to skip line gang, it changes it to a 6 or something, and it makes me be in service, which I think that's what it was. But did you get it?
Well, Julia would be an 8.
Yeah.
That would be all about money and balancing spirituality and abundance. The last name is an 8. So if you add those two names together, you get 16, which is a 7, which means she'll be doing everything alone, a very spiritual number, but she'll be doing a lot of stuff alone and being alone.
Okay.
If you add the middle name, Sue, that's a 9, and 9 and 6 is 25. She's still coming up with a 7. So if that's what she wants to have around her all the time, is being with herself, being okay by being by herself, delving into spiritual things, meditation, then yeah, it's a good thing. If you're dealing with just the word Julia, that's an 8. So that's about money and balancing spirituality and abundance. That's a good part. But when you add the whole name, it's a 7.
I don't remember, but did you include the middle name?
I did.
What is it? What is it without it?
It's 7.
Still a 7.
Yes.
Okay, and the name change, still a 7.
Yes.
So
look up, what does the numerological number of 7 mean, and you'll see whether you want it or not.
Yeah, you could
because
use
you're going to be
variation.
signing your checks and important documents with that name. So
you could do a variation like Julie.
Well, you could spell it
Julie, Julie. So.
Well, but she wants Julia.
Yeah. But.
So if you did that, you'd have.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da,
6, 7, 16.
Adding up the numbers.
That's a 3. That's all about body, mind, spirit, fun, communication, creativity. So Julie with an IE is.
So 3 is the
better.
Julie, and the last name is 7. So 7 and 3 is 10, which is the 1.
No. The last name's an 8. So that would make it 11.
11.
If you leave
number.
out the middle name. Now, if you put the 9 in there, you got 20, all about relationships. So she needs to work it out really well before she does it.
Yep. I think we'll do that next Saturday. We'll do a numerology show. You wanna?
In reference to what? And how in depth you want to go?
Birthdays, names, life paths.
Oh, you got a hacker. I think.
No, that actually comes up automatically. I found out because that person's on Twitch.
Oh,
so it's the only person watching on today on Twitch.
Well, welcome then.
CAAVOIT, Cavoit.
Can you go back up to the beginning just to make sure? I think there was a question we missed. I could be wrong.
No.
Nope, you're right. Okay. For some reason, I thought there was one up there.
There's a couple down here after Linda's. Allison says, I was just wondering if you have any messages for me, or is there anything about my health that I should be aware of? And I know you're not doctors. Yeah, we doctors can't diagnose, can't prescribe.
Yeah, we have to say that to be legal.
But we do get things that are medically related.
Well, you get more than I do, but.
Yeah. But, I'm going to tell you this, Allison. She's the one that's moving, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
To be with her mom.
When you move, I don't know if you're in a place that gives you allergies, or if you're in a place that I don't know what it is, but there's something about your health. You're going to feel stronger overall. And I think you are in a place that has allergies, either dust, mold, mildew. And these can be things that can't be seen.
Where she is now?
Yeah. And things that are around you, like flowers, trees.
I was trying to think, isn't she going to Oregon? I thought she was going to Oregon.
No, I think it's Ontario. Or in
but
Ontario.
Her mother lives in Oregon, I think. I can't remember for sure.
Really?
I can't remember.
All I'm saying is Allison, is when you move, your health is going to feel really good. To the point where it's going to slowly creep up on you. The allergies, things will go away, and slightly, though, a little bit at a time, and all of a sudden you're going to realize, I'm glad I did this. I feel really good. You're going to feel like wanting to get up and do your work.
Good. Good.
So,
I'm not getting anything on that.
okay. All right.
I'll leave that with you.
And Crystal said thanks. I don't know if I read that or not. B. Deo.
Is this a new one?
I think so.
Oh, welcome.
I'm not sure. This sounds a little familiar.
Oh, I don't know.
What
do we know?
Wonder if he's related to Ronnie Deo, the singer. Anyhow, my brother's name, Anastasi, died 25 years ago. Does he have a message for me? Any message for me?
Where are we? Oh.
All I hear, I don't know if this is from him or not. I'm not sure it is. I hear a male voice that's saying, don't
ask,
don't something, don't do something, don't ask, don't follow through, don't
do what I did.
Yeah, maybe I hear the words don't, and that's the only thing I get.
It?
Yeah. Do you get
That's
anything?
Weird.
And it repeats don't, and it's not a don't.
Yeah.
It's just don't. And then
did you ask
don't.
him to?
Yeah, it would just same thing. Don't.
What does that? Maybe that'll mean something to you. Doesn't mean.
That could be.
I mean, it can be taken in many different ways, but maybe he knows. Maybe that B. Deo knows what it's in reference to.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting the feeling it's like don't take the path he did, is what it feels like. But it's just a feeling I have. So I wish we could answer more than that, but maybe when you think about it, it will all make sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
That's all I get on
but
that.
It feels, well, it feels like he's sad. Not, crying tears. No, he just feels kind of let down. Wish he hadn't. It feels like he wished he hadn't done something or been part of something or whatever. It's like he wants you to go a different way. That's all I can get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Linda Ratz says, I have a doctor appointment in the morning. Is she going to help me?
Somewhat. You're going to feel like, but if you listen to her and you do what she says, whether it's just go do a blood test or it's start eating potatoes, I mean, whatever she tells you, if you do it, yes, you're going to find some help. Not a whole lot, but some help. But anything, even if I say some, is something. So I'm going to say overall, I have to say yes.
I think, yeah, I'm with you. I think something's going to be said that you're going to have to trust what she's saying and try it. It's like there's something she wants you to do different, and you're going to have to try it. Don't be afraid to take a chance.
Mm-hmm. Allison says numerology. She says, I live out in the country, so God knows what's blowing around here. Lots of dust in my house from the open windows from the fields.
Oh, dust will kill you.
And she says, my mom lives in Ontario.
Oh, well, who lives in Oregon?
Not Allison's mom. That's for
apparently not. But Oregon come in. I don't know what that means.
Good. I think you'll
keep
feel
the
better.
Oregon. Keep the Oregon.
B. Deo says, I am not sure what he means. Thank you. I will keep thinking about him. I keep thinking about him lately.
Okay, so if that's the case, what are you doing right now that he wants you to maybe not do or not be part of or not? That could be the answer right there. If you've been thinking about him lately and then all he says is don't, then you should think about what your life is like right now, what you're thinking of doing or getting involved in or not getting involved in. I mean, pay attention to all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it Scorpio?
Allison.
Isn't she going to live with her birth mom? Am I right on that?
With her mother. I don't know if it's birth mom or not, but with her mother.
I believe it's her birth mom.
And she says, thank you. I've always felt very drained in this house, and I'm wondering if it's mold related. Could very well be. I think it's either mold or allergies.
Dust will kill you.
Allergies from the mold or pollens, I guess I should say.
I am allergic to dust. I get what they call allergic asthma. I can walk in the front door of a pottery place.
Oh, yeah.
and just walk through it and walk out the back door, and I have asthma.
Yep.
Dust of any form will kill you. Now, mold can do the same thing because I'm allergic to that too. But mold, usually if it's a dry area, mold won't grow as well as it will in humid areas like Seattle. East of the mountains, we didn't have mold, we had dust. Over here, the humidity and everything would let mold grow if you didn't take care of it.
And we have good news. You and I walked 1.7 miles. Look at Dorothy says, you guys made it 1.7 miles. She walked 1.7 miles with Godiva and the dog, and we made it with her.
Well,
So
I feel better.
we don't
How
have
do
to do any exercise today.
Skip and I used to walk 4 miles a night.
Yep.
5 to 6 nights a week. I wish we could still do that.
B-Dale says, okay, thank you so much.
Oh,
you're welcome.
I really wish we could help you more. Maybe if you keep thinking about it and we try it again, he might open up. He may not. Sometimes when they're on the other side like that, they don't open up because they got to trust us too. So, but I got a funny feeling it's something to do with what you're either thinking of doing or doing with what's going on in your life right now for him to be on your mind that much at this point. So pay attention.
And Linda says with the doctor, she says, great, sounds good. I will. Thanks.
Okay, good.
And we got one more. JM made a comment. She says, see, now this is things in plain sight, but not recognizing it. Holy smokes. It's been about 5 years now since I see the 813 a couple times a week. Just dawned on me, my sister died suddenly 5 years ago. My favorite person in the world was always a second mom to me, always kept me under her wing. Now, I don't see anything 813 related to that, but that was her sign, and it clicked.
Well, see, we have to remember what 813 meant. I don't remember what I said about it, but that right there is what clicked.
But the whole point is that it meant something to her.
Well, hang on.
So whatever it meant to you, JM, is what it meant, period. So it's hiding in plain sight. We just don't know it. If we tune in or we start to connect the dots that are presented to us, then Scorpio says it's her birth mom. Yes.
Yeah. So. And it is. Okay.
813. Did you find it?
Yeah. A time of potential for growth and transformation through embracing change and striving for spiritual consciousness, while also acknowledging the need for balance and self-discipline. So,
spiritual knowledge.
It's like that's what her sister gave her, and now she's trying to tell her, okay, you can do this. You can do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. It's been 5 years.
JM, I got to tell you something. I think this is your mother who's saying this. Because I say that because of feelings that she's this woman's giving me. I'm going to say it's your mom, and she's saying, I got to put it in my words because I get it with feelings too and with words. You made your own decisions. You made your decisions, live with them, and finish things up, whatever that pertains to. So finish things up, and then you will be free, and you'll have a long life, kind of, and I'm going to say this, without the worries, the hard work, or you can focus on you, period. So JM says my mom died that same year, 5 years ago. Okay. So that's why they're coming through. That's weird.
No, it's not. That's cool.
But she's saying, look, you made your decisions, so follow through with them, finish things up, and then you live free or freer, where you don't have like anybody to answer to.
Yeah, good things happen.
So good things happen. So anyhow, I guess
No, we aren't done.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Let me go back. Where?
Scorpio says, will mold in the basement or walls make you feel tired all the time?
Yeah.
It can. It can give you headaches. It can feel like you got a bad cold all the time.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of it. those kind of things, if they'll get worse and worse, you'll end up with either pneumonia or asthma or just plain sick all the time. Dust will do the same thing.
Yep.
So.
But you know what we're going to do now?
No.
It's time for Sharon's Joke of the Week.
Okay, make me laugh.
Really?
That's what I say, really.
Anyway.
Was that the first joke?
No. Yeah, that was, yeah. Okay, I want you to stop asking me what my dream job would be, because honestly, I would never dream about a job. Never. Not about working. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the women out there.
Big pause there. What? Wait. You got a comment. Oh, JM, she says, holy double smokes. I know exactly what my mom would mean. We'll explain over a minor burger. Okay.
All right.
That's cool.
Okay. For the women out there, and guys too, because at holiday time, we got Easter coming up, but when holiday time approaches, I have figured out a way to manage my weight around those busy times. And so a few days before the holidays, I just take the batteries out of the scale. That's why I feel it. There's ways around everything.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll be here all week.
You can only get that information here.
Wait, another comment. Crystal got a laughing face.
Okay. I hate it. I really do. I hate it when people act all intellectual and talk about Mozart when they've never even seen one of his paintings. I like that one.
I'm gonna give you that one. Just a short one.
I tried to write a song.
Wait a minute. Why you look at me and laugh?
I don't know. I tried to write a song.
She laughs at her own jokes.
About a quesadilla. I really did. I tried to write a song about a quesadilla.
Yeah.
But if I could read the damn punchline would be okay. But it ended up being more like a rap. Get it? Quesadilla. Ended up being more like a rap. That one hurt.
Can we play this for today? Big dive.
I kind of like that one.
No, actually, they were good.
No, they weren't.
I like that one. Crystal gave you a thumbs up.
Thank you very much.
And JM's laughing face, crying, laughing.
They're probably
face.
laughing at me for forgetting the punchline.
I know.
But I couldn't read the freaking punchline. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Well, it would be nice if you could get our theme song back. I really would like
I got a joke.
Oh my. I always worry when he does jokes.
Our 5-year-old grandson told me this.
Oh.
And then he laughed. He thought this was funny. This was just yesterday. I just thought of it.
Okay.
He says, Papa. He doesn't call me Papa. He says, Papa. And he says, Papa. And I said, what?
He's got my dad's mouth.
I know. He says, what does a snake say? And he's smiling. He's got this big smile. I said, what does a snake say? He goes, yeah, what does a snake say? I said, I don't know. What? He looks at me and he goes like this with one eye. He always does this when he's doing a joke. He goes, that's a joke. Get it?
I do.
What does a snake say?
That's what he says. Can't argue that point. Well, it could, but it wouldn't be any good.
Okay.
There you go, Jensen, you got laughter and claps for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is. It's 2:45.
Dorothy says cute, and you got a smiley face.
Well, you'll have to tell him that. He won't understand it.
I don't think it was for mine. I think it was for you.
Oh, well.
Anyhow, it's been fun, you guys.
It has.
But
So Saturday we're doing numerology.
Yeah, let's do numerology
In
Saturday.
reference to what though? I mean, that's such a large scale thing. What do you make it in reference to? Since it's the beginning of the year, you want me to show them how to find their personal year number?
Well, let's do a life path.
Their life path.
and a personal year.
So it's what's going to happen to them this year.
Yes.
Okay.
Based on their birthdays.
It's only March, so it'd still be good for
Yeah.
9 months.
But we'll show you how
And
to.
then if they're far enough into it, they can see if it's actually happening.
Yes. And I'll put a chart up on the screen that you guys can copy or download or just write down yourself. It's really quick and easy, but you can figure it out, these things out yourself.
Okay.
So we'll show you how to do it.
Okay. And then, you know, you can go Googling it is I have done that when I needed to. I would rather go to the numerology book because there's so much more information than what Google gives you.
Oh, yeah.
But numerology for idiots or whatever, however you say it. I think it's
Numerology.
Numerology for Idiots. That's a good book.
Look at Dorothy gave me a snake. And she says goodbye. She's
Yep, time to
taking
say
up.
goodbye.
Yep, time
Like we always say, what a wonderful world.
Yes.
Love you, Mom and Dad.
So you guys, with our theme song, as it says, out of chaos comes order. So pay attention.
Remember that all year in this 9 year.
Yes.
All about endings and beginnings, chaos.
And remember what we say, it's a wonderful world.
Sure is.
And you always say what to who.
Love you, Mom and Dad.
Yep. You guys take care. And thanks for joining us. We'll be back Saturday. We'll do numerology and more questions. It's going to be a busy
tonight,
Saturday.
if you can make it, come down and have a chocolate chip cookie.
Yes. Come to Tacoma Lanes and Federal Way. That's where we are. So take care. We'll talk to you guys on Saturday. Okay.